Movies have a magical way of making it all seem so believable. From blood and monsters to cash. Lots and lots of fake cash. So if you've ever wondered how it all works, we've got the answers. Ready? Action.
In movies like Carrie, blood comes by the buckets. Perfecting that red gooey mess took a long time and several different recipes. This is the story of how fake movie blood is made. Back before film and TV, a simple red handkerchief on stage symbolized blood, but it was kind of boring. So some theaters upped the ante by boiling a bug known for its red pigment. They used the cochineal bug because it creates red dye. When black and white movies came along, pigment didn't matter, so Hollywood simplified things by using chocolate syrup. Then in the 1930s, when black and white movies turned to color, Hollywood needed a new blood trick. Enter John Tyngate, a retired pharmacist living in England. He concocted the most realistic-looking blood yet, called Kensington Gore, using a combination of mostly golden syrup, food coloring, corn flour, and water. The most famous of the blood recipes, though, comes from a man named Dick Smith. He came up with something on par with a Julia Child recipe. The catch? His recipe was poisonous. One ingredient, Kodak Photo Flow, is deadly when consumed. So people started replacing the poison with creamer and other items that won't kill you. Today, a lot of the fake blood you see on screen is computer generated. But if you want to be legit, it should be poison or bugs.
This is $1 billion, we think. And that $1 billion belongs to R.J. Rappaport. And he's considered the king of cash.
King of fake cash.
Okay, king of fake cash.
My name is Rich R.J. Rappaport, and I'm the president of RJR Props.
Just a few years ago...
Actually, it was 9 years ago.
Oh, sorry, 9 years ago. RJR Props was born. It's a full-service prop house, but its specialty is cash. Fake cash. And there's only a few people who can legally make it, and RJ is one of them.
We've worked with 50 Cent, Kendrick Lamar, Lil Wayne, Fat Joe, Young Dolph.
And that's just to name a few. RJ's prop money has been used in over 175 feature films, television shows, and music videos. And he devoted 3 full years to perfecting that crisp green paper we call money. Prop money.
And we went down a long path in working with the Secret Service and learning all the laws to make sure that everyone that uses it, it will be legal for them and it'll look fantastic.
But for those who don't follow the rules, they could wind up in big trouble.
There was a rash of arrests. People were just literally jailed because they were using prop money that looked too real. And I said to myself, I'm not going to touch this unless I know I'm doing it legally.
Alongside the Secret Service, RJ created 2 different styles of prop money. One that is printed on both sides and is perfect for that classic bank robbery scene. The other kind is so close to the real deal, it can only be printed on one side. Otherwise, it could end up in circulation. It's designed for the classic money shot, aka the close-up.
It's a tough business. We all work hard in it, and prop money especially is not easy.
Yeah, sounds like it. Thanks, RJ, for keeping fake money real.
For 31 years, I have been acting in major motion pictures and TV series, but you may not recognize my face. I'm Doug Jones. I am an actor. I got into acting out of a need almost to be validated, and it was at Ball State University that I discovered the art of mime. It's a very visual form of communication and entertainment. Little did I know that this would be early training ground for the career that I was going to have in later years. I had no idea. After moving out to Hollywoodland in March of 1985, and thinking, okay, now's the time to pursue this acting thing. My 4th booking was for a McDonald's campaign. That got me kind of hooked into, oh, he's that tall, skinny guy who wears stuff and moves well in it and doesn't complain while doing so. My first feature film was Batman Returns. I got that audition because of my contorted legs. In the credits it says Thin Clown, which it's kind of self-descriptive, isn't it? I have been in over 150 productions. That would include everything from feature films like Hocus Pocus, Hellboy 1, Hellboy 2, The Golden Army. The Fawn in Pan's Labyrinth was a page-turning career moment for me. Fantastic Four: Rise of the Silver Surfer. I played the Silver Surfer. Star Trek Discovery as Commander Saru, and most recently, The Shape of Water. So when asked about how long does a makeup take, depending on the creature, it can be anything from a suit going on and zipping up the back, or a makeup that is applied to you from head to toe. For instance, as Commander Saru on Star Trek Discovery, it's around 2 hours a day, which is mercifully short. Flip side would be an Abe Sapien from the Hellboy movies. So that's one of the longer ones. That took 7 hours a day. Wearing rubber bits, it's everything that you think it would be. It is hotter than you want it to be. It is heavier than you want it to be. It is more isolating than you want it to be. You can't always get access to your naughty bits to go pee if you want. Why go through all of this makeup application, the time that it takes? You can create monsters with VFX now. I think people like to watch other people, so even if that person is playing a monster, they want to connect with a human's interpretation and performance of that monster. It's old school cinema magic. I kind of get the best of both worlds when it comes to being a public celebrity. The bigger movies I've been in and the bigger things that I'm known for, I look like this in them. On the street, I'm just the tall, skinny guy. That's a gift. Now that I'm in a movie like The Shape of Water with 13 Oscar nominations, I'm getting recognized in public a little bit more. But it's still not to the point where I have people hiding in my bushes hoping to get a snapshot of me topless. That's not happening yet.
This story begins in California. To be more specific, here, in an unspecified studio lot. This is the story of a TV producer, a physicist, and the man who brought them both together. That's Wendy.
I'm one of the co-producers on Marvel's Agent Carter.
In 2015, ABC released the show Agent Carter, about a secret agent working in the late 1940s. In season 2, they debuted a character named Jason Wilkes.
Jason is a scientist who works at Isodyne Energy.
And a science character needs to sound like a real scientist, kind of like this.
Peggy enters to find Howard at the chalkboard with Wilkes. Lambda is given
divided by MC.
Except we can't calculate M without an accurate reading of your mass. No mass, no wavelength. Hey, Peg.
You're back.
So you need to write science-y dialogue, write science-y stuff on the chalkboard, and have a science-y looking lab. But you don't have any science writers on staff?
No, unfortunately, we do not.
So what did you do?
We called our friends up at the National Academy of Sciences.
Hi, The Exchange, it's Rick.
This is Rick.
Hey, I'm Rick. I work at the National Academy of Sciences. We connect scientists and engineers with people in Hollywood.
People like Wendy?
Yeah, we connected her with Clifford.
Hi, my name's Clifford Johnson. I am a professor in the Physics and Astronomy department at USC.
So it goes like this. Rick pairs Clifford with Wendy, and they work together to bring real science into TV shows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. For example, I got an email one time saying, so how do you build an atomic bomb? And I had to sort of help them with that. It was a lot of fun.
Rick's team has a database with a lot of scientists in it, over 2,000, and they've worked on some major blockbuster films.
Iron Man 2 and 3, The Avengers Age of Ultron, Batman vs. Superman, Star Trek Into Darkness, Mission Impossible 5. Films and narrative have been inspiring people since the 19th century to go out and do great things and build great things. We're not trying to be the accuracy police. We're not fact checkers per se. What our goal is to inspire more scientist characters and better science in mainstream media projects.
And that's the story about the hotline for scientists in Hollywood.
At the Exchange, it's Rick.
I'm Jan Kingard, the CEO of Kingsized Bows Incorporated, and welcome to my bow kingdom. We're in the joy business. We make special occasions special. I have to say that our most popular bow is our signature monarch bow, the red and silver one. The Lexus commercials that we've had the privilege of doing for the last 8 years has really drawn attention to the multi-loop bows. We're the only ones in the United States who actually make those bows. We make them out of a variety of fabrics and textures, and those are the ones that people are most interested in. There's a whole bow language that most people don't speak, but there are definitely differences of opinions about how many loops, how long the tails should be, and whether there's a V cut or an angled cut. We are pleased to be in every showroom, from Ferrari to the Mini to the Ford to BMW. Now we've found that customers really expect to keep the bow when they buy the car. They want to drive away with the bow. You'd be surprised where people put bows. It's not just on top of a car. Any place that you want to say, look at me, look at me. It can be on a bicycle or a surfboard or skis, on a gate, on the top of your house at a pinnacle. Once you put a bow on it, it's a present.